From Creamer Media in Johannesburg, this is the Real Economy Report. An implementation agreement for the second phase of the Lesotho Highlands Water Project was signed between the governments of South Africa and Lesotho in August. Brindaveni Naidoo reports from the land of the Basotho.
Considered as one of the largest and most intricate construction projects in the world, South Africa and Lesotho have now agreed to move forward with Phase 2 of the Lesotho Highlands Water Project. At an estimated cost of 15 billion rand, this phase comprises a water delivery system to augment the delivery of water to South Africa and the construction of a hydropower plant. Aimed at a mutual development of both countries' water sectors, as a foundation and a catalyst for modernized and integrated economies, Engineering News spoke to South Africa's Minister of Water and Environmental Affairs, Edna Molewa, and Lesotho's Natural Resources Minister, Monyane Moleleki.
I, as a person, will never have an opportunity like this, having worked with this project on and off for 18 years, in fact more than 20 years. Counting the time when I worked for the Lesotho Highlands Development Authority. This is an historic moment that the two countries are only going to see and experience in another, the Master of Ceremonies said in 50 years, maybe in 20 years or 25 years, but in a long, long time. When you and I will have retired, it's only then that another moment like this will happen. A total of 15 billion rand for both hydropower and water transfer components.
Well, we actually need a lot more skills in taking forward this project from a water point of view, obviously, and we would like to believe that this kind of a project has happened before. The first phase has happened on water side. The skills requisite are really quite there, and the second phase is the second part, which is the energy production. Utilization of Eskom and the energy authority in Lesotho will both bring the skills levels that are needed together. We'll learn from one another from that point of view, but we would like to believe also that from Eskom side there has been quite a number of projects. We are now doing Medupi and the skills levels are quite high. Where there may be any need to augment on the skills, we'll get it from outside, because we do need to have this project being completed on time. Efficiency must be there, and effectiveness, and also economic, more importantly.
A key feature of this project remains the construction of the hydropower plant, which is expected to be complete by 2018. We asked the confident ministers on just how this would be rolled out.
The thinking is that we are going to use 200 megawatts of that 1,200 in Lesotho, and the rest, which will be between 800 and 1,000 to South Africa and to Botswana in particular, and beyond South Africa. In terms of the significance of that generation to our economy, we are going to use Eskom power to pump water up during the times, the off-peak hours when electricity is cheaper, and then sell more expensive power during the peak hours. There is always the off-peak and peak hour sales, which are different, and we hope to make our calculations so far indicate that we are likely to make a total of 1.5 billion rand annually, 1.5 thousand million. So that's an injection of that amount of money into the economy of Lesotho.
Other news making headlines this week. Group 5 says the market is bottoming out but warns of a slow recovery. Mobile technology research and development gets a boost with the DST, Nokia and NSN partnership, and Growth Point Properties encourages waste management. The local construction market could be at the bottom of what has been a bruising downward cycle, says Group 5 CEO Mike Upton. However, he adds that the recovery process will be slower and longer than originally expected.
Given the markets and our strategy of not trying to chase revenue, we've done quite well in actually maintaining an order book there, which we believe is of quite good value inherently in it, possibly more so than it would have been.
The Department of Science and Technology, Nokia and Nokia Siemens Networks have started the implementation of a Memorandum of Understanding regarding a number of mobile technology research and development initiatives in South Africa.
I'm thus really pleased that Nokia and Nokia Siemens Networks have joined forces with us as we seek new and better solutions for improving the quality of life of all South African citizens through information communication technologies.
In the initial phase, we have a total of 9 initiatives that we will be implementing in South Africa. The idea of the MOU that it is not a static structure, so we may be introducing new initiatives along the way.
JSE-listed Growthpoint Properties is encouraging the adoption of waste management practices and initiatives by its staff, tenants and contractors to enable it to contribute to a cleaner environment.
What we've done is really looked at the top-down approach. So we have a sustainability strategy that we are formulating and putting in place, and that has resulted in a sustainability forum being formed as well. And we then look at it from both an awareness perspective. So in terms of our own staff, we have an awareness campaign that we put in place, providing them with various initiatives. Then in terms of some of our suppliers as well, we look at waste management, for instance, where we do recycling at source. As part of our enterprise development, we've also supported a waste management company, Apple Green Holdings, that provides us with a waste management solution as well as recycling.
That's Creamer Media's Real Economy Report. Join us again next week for more news and insight into South Africa's real economy.